Hello everybody, I am Dhanush. Today I will be teaching you the basics of data structures in Python. So let's get into it. Now I will open data structures, basics and lists. So what exactly are data structures? Data structures are a way of storing and organizing data efficiently. This will allow us to easily access and perform operations on the data. There are four kinds of data structures. They are lists, tuples, dictionaries and sets. In this video, I will be giving a brief introduction on all the types of data structures, but I will be explaining only about lists. So what are lists? Lists are used to store different data types like characters, integers, and dates. The elements of a list can also be changed even after it's created. So this is an example of a list. To create a list, you always need to enclose the elements inside of square brackets, and this is in general. To make any type of data structures, you always need to enclose each individual element inside of single quotes or also in double quotes, that does not matter, and you always need to separate two elements in any data structures using commas. So now what are tuples? Tuples too are like lists, but the difference is that once a tuple is created, it cannot be modified. That is, we can't add any element or remove any element or change an existing element. So to make a tuple, you need to enclose the elements inside of brackets. You can also make tuples even if you don't enclose the elements inside of brackets. So dictionaries. Dictionaries are like tuples, that is, after they are made, the elements cannot be modified and they are unordered. Elements in a dictionary are accessed via their key values instead of their index as in a list. So I will not be explaining key values now, because in a future video we are going to explain what are key values, and the index part I'm going to tell it in the future part of this video. So what are unordered? Unordered means in this dictionary what I've written here, I've written Karnataka first, Tamil Nadu second, and Kerala third. But sometimes when I print it, Kerala may come first, and then Karnataka second, and then Tamil Nadu third. But do not worry, because the key values will always remain the same. And to create a dictionary, you need to enclose the elements inside of flower brackets. So sets too are an unordered but mutable collection of elements that contains only unique values. That is, in a set no two elements can be the same. Like I've written car here in this set, but I cannot write car again in this set, because a set contains only unique values. And to create a set, you need to write the elements inside of flower brackets. Now I will create a list. So to create a list, you need to write the name of the list. So here I write the name of the list as A, and then equals to, and then you need to put square brackets, and inside of the square brackets you need to write each element enclosed inside of single quotes. So single quotes, and here I'll write apple, oops, sorry, apple, and then a comma, uh, banana, and uh, kiwi, and I'll write apple again. Okay, and to print it you need to write sorry, print, and inside of brackets you need to write the name of the list. So here, since I've taken it as A, I'll write A, and then I'll run it. So you can see it's written apple, banana, kiwi, and again apple. Now I will show you how to access elements from a list. So to access elements from a list, we use indexing. So what is indexing? So each element of a list will have index. Index is related to the position of the element inside of a list. So basically index represents the position of an element inside a list. So to access an element, we need to write print and brackets and we need to now write the index of the element we want to print. So in Python it starts from 0. So here apple is first, but still we need to write the index as 0. That's the rule in Python. So I'll write print uh, capital A, and inside of square brackets I'll write 1. Okay, no, we are going to access apple, so 0. And now when I run it, it comes apple because I've written the index of apple, so apple gets printed. You can also write the negative index. That is, for example, you have around 30 elements, so it will be difficult for you to count the index of the elements. So if I want to print the 30th one, I can use a negative index, that is -1. So to do that, I need to write print the name of the element, and inside of square brackets I should write -1. And then when I run it, it comes apple again because apple is the first and the last, but since it's the last one also and I want to show it works, I'll again write print a, and inside of square brackets I'll write -2. Now when I run it, it comes kiwi because kiwi is the second last. So negative index means it it prints it from the end of the list, but always remember 0 will always print the element which is at the first of the list. Now I will show you how to add elements inside of a list. So there are two ways. One is appending and one more is insert. So if you use the append method, it will add an element to the end of the list. But if you use the insert method, you can insert an element wherever you want in the list, be it in the middle or in the first or at the end of the list. So first we'll use a append function. So we need to write the name of the list dot append, and inside of brackets we need to write the name of the elements inside of single quotes. So single quote, and we'll write grape. Okay, grapes. And then when I print it, now I wrote print a, you can see that grapes gets added to the list. Now I'll show you how to uh, insert an element inside of a list. So for that you need to write a dot uh, insert, and inside of brackets you need to write the index where you want to add the element. So I'll write 1 comma, and inside of single quotes you need to write the name of the element you want to add. So here I'll write walnut. Okay, and I'll write print and inside of brackets a, and when I run it you can see that walnut gets added in the second. That's because I've given the index of 1, and 1 means it comes in the second position. So now this is how you add elements into the list. Now what about removing? Removing too is as easy as adding elements into the list. So to remove it also there are two methods. One is remove and one more is pop. So when you use the remove function, it removes the first occurrence of the element you have written, and pop method removes the element, removes a specific element in the list. So I'll show you first remove. Okay, so to remove too, you should write the name of the element dot remove, and inside of brackets now I'll write uh, apple, and then I'll print it, print a, and now when I run it you can see that apple gets removed. Now here as I've told, it removes the uh, first occurrence of the element. So for example there are two elements, two identical elements. If I use a remove function, it first removes the apple in the first position, and then it goes to the apple in the second position. So now now if I write uh, a dot remove uh, sorry apple, and then if I write print a, and now when I run it, you can see that apple is again removed. So here you need not specify the index of the element you want to remove. It will remove the first occurrence of the element. So if there are two identical elements, it first removes the first occurrence and then the second. Okay. So now we'll use a pop method. So to pop the element, you need to write a dot pop, and then inside of brackets you need to specify the element you want to remove. So here I want the element in index 1 to get removed, and I'll write print a, and now when I run it, it removes banana because banana was in index 1. So now we have only walnut, kiwi and grapes because banana 2 is removed. Now I've showed you how to add and how to remove. Now, and I've also showed you how to access the elements from the list. Now I'm going to show how to sort it. That means you can how to arrange it in ascending or descending order. So first I'll show ascending. Now here you can see walnut, kiwi and grapes. So they're randomly typed in the list. Now if I want to sort it, now I'll write a is equal to, and let's write animal's name, dog, uh, okay wait, okay we'll write dog. I'm not using the same walnut, kiwi and grapes because yeah, I'm sure you'll get bored of the same name, so I'll make it different. So dog, cat, and another animal, let's make it parrot. Oops, I forgot to use a single quote. If you don't use single quotes, then the Python will consider it as an integer, okay? So you should always use single quotes, okay? And here I'll write a dot sort, and just brackets without anything inside. Then if I run it, uh, oops, I forgot to write print. I'm sorry. Sometimes even I make lot of mistakes. Print a, and now when I run the command, you can see it's now sorted in ascending order. So cat, dog and parrot, because C comes before D and D comes before P. And if two elements have the same character like cat and here cow, then it goes to the second letter of the word. So A, and if there's cow, O. Since A is before O, cat gets printed first. Now if I wanted to get printed in descending order, I'll copy paste the same thing. Okay, I'll just copy paste it. I'm quite lazy to do it again, so I'll copy paste it, and then I should write a dot sort, and inside of the brackets I just need to write reverse is equal to true. Always remember, while writing true, uh, the T should be capital or else it will not work. True. And then I should come down and write print and the name of the list. Now when I run it, it comes in descending order. That's parrot first, then dog, and then cat. So you can see it's very simple. Now I'm going to show you how to join two lists. So uh, to join two lists, you need to write the name, you need to write list number A. So here let's write I think the same one, because I'm not getting any ideas for another list. So parrot, dog, and cat. Okay, now I'll come down and write list number B. Here too I'm not that creative, so we'll just write fruits. I know that's really boring, same thing and using, but that's okay. Okay, I'll write apple, apple, comma, banana, oops, banana, and comma, let's write grapes. I know you guys are bored of these names, but I don't have any other names in my mind. So C is equal to, you just need to write A plus B. It's that simple. And then you need to write uh, print C, print set C. And then now when I run it, it comes parrot, dog, cat, apple, banana, and grapes. You can also write B plus A, it's not a problem. B plus, if you write B plus A, first the elements of B will get printed and then A. And now when I run it, apple, banana, grapes, parrot, dog, and cat. So this is called as concatenating sets. That's joining two sets. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. If you haven't checked out our previous videos, please check it out. It will help you learn Python, and please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and bye.